What's up, everybody? This is Tony from the Tony Narrative Show, and today I kind of just want to go over a new segment we're gonna bring to the channel, and that's Monday Motive, or Motivational Monday, whichever one you fits, how you want to call it. But there's gonna be Monday Motives. So this is episode 1, and thank you for stopping by and listening to me and just tuning in with us today. My idea behind Monday Motives is to help drive and guide your week from here on out, versus feeling limited by those Monday blues where you're kind of stuck in a rut and you got this long work week ahead of you, or you just came off a terrible weekend and now you're back to the beginning of the week. And I just want to help you eliminate that by providing you positive motivation to keep going. Maintain that positive outlook so that way you stay ahead of the curve. Help you promote action versus disaction. The last thing you want is to start your work week on a Monday and already be in a crappy mood, and you just feel so disengaged with the rest of the world, and you have no motivation to drive yourself. You have no there's no self-awareness and no self-care there, because you are so disengaged from the reality that surrounds you. And I just want to help you motivate yourself so that way you can go further, faster, sooner, okay? So today on the first episode of Motive Mondays, I just want to talk about the action of, just do it, right? You hear everyone say that if you want something done, you just got to do it. But why do they say that? Why do they say you just have to do it? What about everything that comes in consequence of just doing something? Can you just do it because you're ready to do it, or do you need to focus in and drive yourself in a way to kind of get around and make sure nothing bad happens as you quote unquote just do it, right? So the best way to engage yourself to the point where you can just do it is to set a plan, guideline. Get out a piece of paper. It is Monday. You have 4 more days after this to prepare yourself for that Friday where you can go home and relax for the weekend. Make a plan. Jot down Monday through Friday on a piece of paper. List everything out of what you have planned for each day. Understand those big projects and the small projects, whether that's work, home, or personal life that you have to take care of. Write it down. And it's only 5 days out of the week. You still have your Saturday and Sunday just for a mental break. And if you worked on the weekends, then you have a different guideline you're going to follow, right? But take Monday through Friday, write it down on a piece of paper, 5 columns, and write down one thing on each of those days that you want to accomplish or that you need to accomplish. And then underneath those, write down 2 bullet points of how you're going to accomplish those goals and how you're going to succeed in each of those projects that you have to do, okay? Simple. You've already got 5 days of work that you're going to do, and you've already planned for it, and it's going to increase your motivation levels tenfold instantly, right? After we do that, let's think about small things that come up through the day, whether it's picking the kids up from childcare, maybe you work later on a different day that week, maybe you have lunch with a friend on a Thursday. Write it down. Put it on that calendar. Now, I definitely want you to take this information and put it into another calendar system you use. Maybe you do a calendar system on your phone, on your computer. If you're like me, use a bullet journal that has a complete schedule in there, and just jot that down there after you've already written down a sheet of paper. The reason why we're using a sheet of paper is to reiterate to ourselves that this is the important stuff that we need to do this week, right? When you write something down, it sticks. When you write it down twice, it definitely sticks. And it makes you say, I need to cross this off my list. And that's why we're taking a moment and a time to actually jot it down on a piece of paper, right? So we've gotten our major projects, our smaller projects done for the week. So each day should have two tasks that we need to do. And that can be on any spectrum of life, work, personal, or family, right? Last thing we want to do to make sure we drive this motivational train all the way to Friday is pick 2 days out of the five, right? 5 work days to do something for yourself, right? Now, and that doesn't have to be spending money on yourself, getting pampered, getting a manicure, going down to your favorite bookstore, grabbing a new book, though that is a good choice to make. It could just be anything. Maybe you want to take a walk, right? So let's say tomorrow, Tuesday, we jot down on our piece of paper, we're gonna take a 10-minute walk. Just around the neighborhood, just a 10-minute walk to clear our mind. I take 10-minute walks every so often throughout the week. I do about 2 to 3 times. And some days I do it before work, right when I get up in the morning, middle of the day, or in the night. I kind of just use it as a stress reliever. And that's what we're doing to give ourselves something to look forward to. It's just creating small events in our week to help with stress, to help lower our amount of stress that we have throughout that week. And you can move it around as you need to, because maybe Monday and Tuesday are perfect, but Wednesday, hailstorm happened, right? So you can kind of adjust the way you need to. So I like to have one of my gifts to myself be a stress reliever. The second gift I like to have to myself is taking time for myself. Taking 15, 30 minutes to just be by myself and cut the distractions, cut the social media, cut everything off, and just enjoy yourself. And if that for you means, getting your hair done, getting nails done, going shopping, going to watch, the Sports Center, something, just give yourself 30 minutes. Now, Sports Center you wouldn't technically do because you're cutting out the distractions. But if that's not a distraction for you, do it. I'm not here to give you precise guidelines on how to decrease your stress levels, but I am giving you options of what you can do to help with that just as well. So those are some quick motivational tips on this Monday motives to help drive your week and help establish that ground basis that you can do this. And it's not about just doing it. It's about making sure that you plan to do it. Because if you go out and just do it on a whim with no plan, no strategy, you're going to fail. And when you fail, it makes you demotivated. So find ways to motivate yourself. If you like the calendar sheet that I'm talking about, which is super simple, and when you think about it, you've been doing it, you're just now putting it into a more suitable application for yourself, and it's going to help you succeed. But if you find other ways, definitely do that. You don't have to just listen to me. I'm just trying to give you some guidelines and some help to help keep you motivated. And I know it works for me, and I know it's going to work for you. I'm Tony. Thank you for joining me on Motive Mondays, and I'll see you next Monday. Wonder what we're going to talk about then. I may even have some coffee with me because I haven't had a cup of coffee yet today, and it's making me crazy, right? That's one of my routines on Monday. First thing, have a cup of coffee early in the morning. Today I had to run out the house because I didn't plan for it, so I missed out my coffee intake. But I'm going to make that now.